out there on defense?
We're still evaluating. Again, like you said, we're about halfway through, so we're starting to get a feel for the guys as we're going forward with the drills. But I love their energy. I love the way they're working. There's always things to improve on, but I've been excited about the group.
Seems like there's been a lot of rotation on the defensive line, especially on the D ends. A lot of bodies there, a lot of athletes. Just what do you think of guys like the Murphy twins, Carl Jones, so far?
Well, again, like I said, we're in the evaluation period, but I'm excited about that group of guys. Some of those guys have really kind of flashed here and there. Again, I know it's only spring football, and I know we're just still evaluating, but all the guys there we're kind of excited about.
Obviously, you're bringing in a new system, but does it differ much from what you knew about the defense last season?
No, I think everybody wants a term at something. Everybody in football plays cover 2, everybody plays cover 3, plays man, plays fire zone, and it's just what you're going to feature and what you're going to do. And we've got a number of years of coaching experience up in our coaching staff room, and we're trying to take advantage of that on defense in terms of kind of drawing from all of us and finding out some of the best ideas, and we're kind of putting it together, and then we'll figure out what we do best again through the springtime and then in preseason. I think we'll have a better feel for what we want to do.
And on Saturday, a couple of the guys we got, they mentioned you've been going up to individual players, even asking some of the feedback, what's working out there, what's maybe not. Is that just to get a feel for what each player does well, or and how it kind of works into what you guys want to do?
No, I think that's a good question. It's really getting to know the guys too, and you want to have their input. They're the ones out on the field actually doing it. They've got a lot of good ideas. Like we may talk about something up in the coach's room, but when we put it into work on the field, it might not fit the way the guy. It might be a little bit different than the guys see it. So it's just having that constant communication, but also we're developing relationships. This sport in particular is a relationship sport, and we want to know what the guys feel and what they like, and if they can help us improve the defense, we're all for it.
Yeah, Coach Malloy and Coach Norton both seem like pretty vocal, energetic guys. From what you've seen so far, do you think the players are kind of feeding off that energy that they have?
I would hope so, but the one thing I saw a lot of when we watched the tape last year, they played with energy last year. So it's a great group. I think it's a kind of a tribute to the players and to Chip in terms of what they've established here. The culture that everybody talks about it, but you're seeing it. I mean, there's excitement to be out on the field here. There's no games on the end of the week, but these guys are practicing hard and they're really giving full effort.
You kind of touched upon it, and something that Coach Kelly has talked about the last few seasons is having leadership roles from the upperclassmen. Are you seeing that specifically from upperclassmen? Are you seeing like guys like Devin Kirkwood, who's kind of taking on a leadership role? What are your thoughts on the maturity and the development of what you've seen so far?
Well, it's been good. Again, I can't stress enough. I really enjoy the group of guys that we have out here that are running around and the energy that they have. But I think the big thing you notice, especially in college, is guys mature at different ages. There's different times where all of a sudden it kind of clicks for them, and they really all of a sudden feel good about themselves, and they start taking more of a leadership role and start feeling a lot more confident out on the field. And I think that's on an individual basis.
And how big is it to have somebody like Darius transfer in, someone who's had that kind of experience at Hawaii, came kind of maybe with a group that is replacing so many starters on defense? How big is it to have veterans who played before and who know what it takes?
Well, it's always great to have experience. It's one thing that actual game reps you can't replace, you can't make up for. So guys who have them, that's a valuable asset. But all the guys are working and growing. And again, like I mentioned, during the college years, it's very important to stay positive with them because they'll continue to grow. They'll continue to grow, and all of a sudden, the guy, he struggled maybe as a freshman, but all of a sudden clicks as a sophomore or junior, and those are the guys you're going to need.
See that as Easy Hearns lined up as nickel and slot outside. What is it about him that makes him able to move around so much?
Well, I tell you, it's his want to kind of understand the defense. He's taken a heavy load in that. He's like you've noticed. He's at nickel, he's at corner, he's inside, outside. He's bouncing around a bunch, but it's a compliment to him and his ability, but also his preparation that he's getting to know.
Without giving away state secrets, what tweaks have you brought to the defense so or is it still the same where you're still evaluating what you have?
Yeah, it's still the same. We're kind of we're all working through, and again, like I said, there's things that I don't know what was emphasized here last year, but there's things that we're emphasizing. You know, Coach Norton's emphasizing, Coach Malloy, Coach Chad, Coach Norwood. Everybody's emphasizing different things or certain things. So again, as we put it all together, you know, it's taking shape.